Loosen up, man. You should have got stretching beforehand.
I know. But you were saying about what?
Skinwalker Ranch, man.
Okay.
Crazy thing. There's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of research that's been done. These two guys, I think, have a show about it. It's like The Mysteries of Skinwalker Ranch or something like that on Hulu. I didn't watch it, I'll be honest, but I did do research. So a lot of the things seem kind of bullshit.
Why didn't you do your research while watching? Like watched it?
Well,
then?
because I just heard about it, so then I kind of like read up on it online.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So freaking these guys, they go to Skinwalker Ranch. They figure some shit out, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I think is kind of BS, besides one thing out of that whole thing. There's one thing that they have proof of that has happened in other states and like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
So like cows, like people have ranches. They got cows.
Wait, you just ask me.
If you know
Did you
cows.
just ask me what a cow is? Okay, yeah, I know what a cow is.
You know what a cow is. I'm just making sure,
you know.
Some people don't know what cows are. All right? Now listen, these cows.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
These cows are found, okay?
Okay.
They're found, like, just in the middle of the ranch or somewhere on however many acres. Like, okay, so for instance, Skinwalker has 512 acres of property or something like that.
Yeah.
And they found multiple cows on that whole place, like, totally gutted, right?
Yeah.
No organs.
Yeah.
Like, no skin. No blood anywhere.
So just invisible. They couldn't find the cows. You said no what? No skin.
Organs.
No organs.
But the bones were there,
it was
right?
just the bones.
It was the bones, but you can see, but it was like freshly, like the guys, what I'm trying to explain is like, it's like the guy was just with the cow.
Yeah.
Like there was this guy did, he was interviewed about it and he was like,
Yeah.
oh, I was just at the same spot with that cow. You know how they tag them? They got a number.
Yeah.
And that same cow with the number, the head is still there. Right, and all
Yeah.
that, but the skin totally stripped. The muscles are still there, but the organs are all gone.
So, okay.
But there's no blood. It's like, how does that happen? It's almost like if you were to kill
Maybe
the
there's
animal,
like some Twilight shit going on.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, think about it this way: like maybe you killed the animal, right, and then took the animal and brought it to another area. That doesn't make sense. Like, really, you're gonna kill your dog and then bring your dog and like totally gut it, drain its blood, and then just leave it somewhere? But there's no evidence of
okay,
that.
so we'll just have to. I'm so confused.
We
right
gotta
now.
look this up, bro.
I'm so confused because, yeah, okay, so somebody's killing the cows. Who is killing the cows?
Now, this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
This has happened multiple times, not only on this ranch, but this has happened multiple times within the past couple of years, actually. In Oregon, this has happened. In Utah, where the ranch is located, it's happened. This is just what I've heard from my research. They, it's like, it's just so screwed up. It's like,
What's screwed up? That the cows are being killed?
yeah, but they're being killed with like surgical tools that like when they done the autopsies on the cows, it's like
they have
yeah,
they have full on investigating teams.
Yeah.
So we're here to investigate the killing of the cows.
No, yeah, the killing of the cows,
No way.
bro. Dude, they're slaughtering them. I'm telling you, and it's happened for so long, and it's literally surgical tools. How does that make sense? There should be blood everywhere.
So what do they think it is? Like just a random person out there like killing cows?
Nobody's been caught to do it. And it's happened for so long. This isn't just a couple year thing.
Maybe it's like a cult out there that kills cows.
But they assume it's aliens that are killing the cows because it's so surgical and so like weird. It's like it doesn't make sense.
Like it's so surgical. Like the cuts are precise.
It's precise cuts, okay, and not only precise cuts, but the animal has so much blood in it. There should be blood everywhere. It should look like a fucking mess.
So like.
Yeah.
Maybe they have like a vacuum.
Yeah, but it's so screwed. It's so screwed up. And apparently what's it called? There's like, they set up cameras to see, and then there's a video of like the camera like just out of the blue exploding. Like, what's supposedly, I don't know, it's weird. This is what they can prove. Everything else they said that the place is haunted, there's been alien sightings up and down, or whatever. That you can't prove, so who knows? But the fucking cow shit, you can prove, bro. There's pictures.
Yeah.
There's pictures. They got a ton of pictures.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, look up on Google or something. Look up cows mutilated Skinwalker Ranch or something like that.
My FBI agent is like, what the fuck is this guy doing online?
And then the FBI agents could be like, holy shit, it's fucked up.
My FBI agent is going.
Guy,
go
you're
nuts.
on Google.
Listen, when I go on Google, I don't type the URL.
You don't
cows.
have. Right. Just look up Skinwalker Ranch cows.
Okay, Skinwalker Ranch
cows, bro. It's ridiculous.
Skinwalker Ranch cows.
Yeah, look at images of the cow. You should be able to find a good one.
Look at this. Oh boy,
that's what I'm saying.
It looks like a crime scene. Like you ever seen the crime shows when they shoot somebody? They don't show the whole body; they just show you ever seen First 48?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Hey man,
search for answer after cows found dead mutilated.
Nah, there's like a good photo of it.
Is this it? One? This one?
Is it? I'm not sure.
Well, you said the skin gets.
Yeah, no, there's a very graphic photo.
Maybe this is it.
Yeah. Try that one. Look at that one.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. How does that make sense?
It looks like they're being almost like everything's being drained out of them.
That's what I'm saying. But look where he is.
It's like a big suction machine.
That
like
could
a fucking,
be
like a raisin.
But this has happened so many times. There's no blood.
But like, why would aliens want to do that? That's kind of messed up.
Why? Because they're probably research, man. Who knows?
Research on cows?
Well, just life forms.
You think so? You think these motherfuckers out here doing that?
It's happened so many times. Unless for whatever reason the cows just like explode internally and all their blood just goes up to the sky. I mean, there's no blood around.
Could be. You ever seen that where the UFOs like?
In the movies?
Yeah, maybe that could be it. Like it just
sucks them up like a straw.
Literally.
It's like the bottom of my iced
Well,
tea.
I don't know, man. It's weird how it's almost like they're dehydrated. They become just literally like a
And I bet you that cow before that picture was taken was alive like a day before.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, that's dead. What I mean.
No shit, it's dead right now. Obviously, it's gonna be alive at some point.
Look around. There's no blood.
I don't know. But why would they do that? Why do you have to go after cows? You know, cows are the ones who get murdered all the time.
Eat some grass, you know.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you going
cows
after
get
cows?
Fucked. That species.
Cows they get fucked.
They get raised. And
then have you ever ran into like a hardcore vegan? I have.
Bro, I have.
Nothing against vegans, but they're passionate about their cause.
Yeah, dude, but they still wear that leather jacket.
No, I remember I had a friend who was like this like super fat kid, and out of nowhere he turned vegan because he wanted to lose weight. And then one day he just got really pissed at me. He was like, you just don't appreciate life. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't It's like, that what you're eating is it was a cow before. And I'm like, no shit, it was a cow before, you fucking idiot.
You should have said, really? It's a cow?
I didn't. What? Wait a minute. It's a cow?
What have I done?
No, wait a minute. Oh my god, I hate vegans. I don't hate them. I don't know. They're just a weird form of people.
Yeah, man.
Like, I get it that like you're trying not to. I get you're trying to be healthy, but when you take it to the next level where like even eggs are considered a sin. It's a little weird.
Don't try to like convert your ways onto other people.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't try to. Yeah. There you go. That's what I'm against. Like when they try to convert everybody into like.
I could care what somebody eats, bro.
Veganism, I guess.
Yeah, veganism.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's kind of screwed up.
It is screwed up. Oh, Joe Rogan was talking about this.
Was he? Oh yeah.
The Mystery of Skinwalker Ranch with Joe Rogan.
Excellent video.
Shout out Joe Rogan. Maybe you could sponsor me. Who knows?
The Dude's Tavern.
The Dude's Tavern. Hey, Joe Rogan, if you get to watch this video, you know, have you tried elk meat?
Elk
Dude,
meat?
let me tell you, elk meat is
What's elk meat?
on another level. You know the big fucking
Like deer.
reindeer looking thing.
Yeah.
Are elks considered deers? I don't think so.
Same species, probably. Like, is a zebra considered a horse? Probably like same sort of like
Yeah,
bloodline. Kind of like we're kind of
like
similar
a
to.
dog was like derived from wolves type of thing. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
All right, let me see. Are elks considered
Deer.
deer?
A breed of deer. They could be.
Elks are called wapatiti.
Wapiti.
What? A light-colored deer. They are related to deer, but much larger.
Yeah, yeah, they're huge. Elk.
So they're like the big cousin of deer.
They say bears are somewhat related to dogs in a way.
I could see that. They kind of look
In
alike a little bit.
sort, yeah.
I
Similar.
could see that. A big bear. I remember one time when I lived in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of bears out there, and I was sleeping over at my friend's house, and there's like a black bear, and those things are scary. Like
Black bears?
they're not as bad as I mean, there's no
Grizzlies.
grizzlies in PA, I don't think.
No, grizzlies are like Canada, like
Yeah,
Wyoming.
right. Can you imagine running into one of those fucking things? Bruh.
Fuck that. That dude eating me.
Well, they say that like if you
Play dead.
play dead, I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, because what if he's up there, sniffing you, and all that, and then he
Well,
decides to take a bite just because,
yeah,
this is easy
yeah.
food.
Like, how do you play dead after you get fucking bitten by a bear?
Yeah.
The amount of inner strength that you have to be like play dead while you're being killed.
Hopefully, I just pass out just from
Yeah, no,
the
you're not gonna
stress.
just pass out. Yeah, no, it's
the
gonna be a
adrenaline.
painful death.
Hey,
don't know.
people pass out when they watch other people give birth.
Well, the whole skin, whatever, Ratchern branch.
Skinwalker Ranch, yeah.
It's interesting, man. Do you believe there is aliens out there?
Yeah, bro. Did we hear about the?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, wait.
¿Qué pasó, güey? Dude, you see the what's it called? The Pentagon. They just released all that. They
What?
recovered a fucking UFO ship.
From where?
They don't know from where. They just said that it wasn't from this Earth. It wasn't technology from this Earth.
What if it was like technology from like Russia or China?
It's not from this Earth. It's not from the Earth. So how would, unless Russia owns some
But like,
galactic...
so like, how do we know it's not from Earth?
Because there's probably some weird, funky shit that's like, yo, this doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
You don't know. China has some weird, funky shit.
That's not the
I'm getting
point.
too political over here.
I'm just saying, like, come on, you gotta know. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
that
but what
hard
I'm
to
saying is,
understand.
like, the technology maybe.
Mhm.
But what if there is like a Wakanda out there that we don't know about?
What do you mean?
Like, there's like, you know how Wakanda was like a secret like country.
Are you talking about like secret country? Is elaborate? What are you saying?
You know what Wakanda?
No.
Black Panther. What the fuck,
Yeah.
man? R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman.
Well, no, I heard about that. Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
talking about the movie?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, bro,
like,
I
what
thought you were talking about like an actual thing. Okay,
No,
so
no,
yeah,
no,
the
no.
movie. It was a
So
secret.
what if there's like
Yeah.
a secret country out there that nobody knows about that has like this extreme high technology, but it should still be built over here on Earth?
I mean, that could be if they're that much underground.
What if they're that advanced where you can't even see them, like Wakanda?
Aliens.
No, I'm saying no. You seen Wakanda? There's like a sphere that like
Yeah, the little
the whole invisible
fucking-
shield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I understand that. I know.
So what if like that is a country here that we don't know about, and then
And
they're
they're doing
flying
it?
like a ship over like the United States, and then we're like, oh, it's out of this world, but it's actually,
I don't know. It could be.
it's a lot of mysteries, man. Let me tell you.
There's 100 different ways that you can stem from that, but like the unidentified flying object, the reason why they say it's technology and like out of this world technology is just because it's probably like the laws of physics that it follows doesn't match up with
With Earth.
With Earth, exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, how do you let's just say it was like a flying saucer. Like, how do you get something that looks kind of similar to like a frisbee and it just sits there in place like a hummingbird? You know how they can hover or a helicopter, but it just like
there's no propellers or anything like that.
There's nothing. It's just a ship. They obviously have some sort of like engine or
like
something.
I wonder how that could happen, where you could, the UFOs and shit like that, if it's even real at this point.
Well, apparently they released the info that said it was, which means that, in my best guess, is the Pentagon and the government has had this information for way longer.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
They've probably discovered that motherfucker 50 years ago.
Like my mom, she used to date this guy who worked in the special forces, and like he was like I'm about to declassify some classified information. So my FBI agent is gonna be knocking at my door anytime soon.
Yeah.
But she dated this guy who was like in the special forces and stuff like that, and he was in Area 51.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro. This is getting deep now. Yeah.
So he said there is aliens out there. Like he wasn't high or anything like that. No, but like they like.
Are you sure?
Well, he said that he for sure was in Area 51. And
yeah, I believe that maybe. Yeah, I believe that he was probably there.
But he said that he was pretty sure that he was in Area 51, but every time he got transported to Area 51, he was like blindfolded, or he was put in like a part of like a helicopter where you can't see outside, you can't see it like anywhere.
But everybody knows where it is, so it's like.
Yeah, but if let's see, for example, you're in New York and we're like, you gotta go somewhere.
Oh, okay. So they don't tell you where you're going.
They don't tell you where you're going.
They don't wind up at
for
base.
all we know, Area 51 is actually in another country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well. That's just a decoy.
Yeah, but that guy Bob Laser worked at Area 51, and he basically released a shit ton of information about the aliens and all that. But a lot of people told him
so many crazy people out there.
Yeah, no, but what he was saying is now all coming out to be legit, and people are actually believing him now. Yeah, like back then they said
he was crazy.
Oh yeah. No, they didn't believe the fucking word.
Yeah.
They said, "No, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about."
Well, I think this is my theory in Area 51. I think there's definitely aliens out there.
But do we have them?
But I don't think they're here. I don't honestly, I don't think they have made contact with us, or we have, you know what I mean?
Or we don't know for sure.
We don't know. I think Area 51 is like just a huge place where like technology is so far beyond the years that we're at right now.
Weapon testing and just
that's what I'm thinking. What Area 51 is. I don't think it's like
classified stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's aliens and bullshit like that. I think they're just developing new technology that they don't want
to get released.
That.
Yeah. Makes sense. I believe that too. They definitely do. Definitely, but.
And the thing is, like, if we go to war with another country, let's see, World War III breaks out. I think that's where all that technology is gonna be released.
You think?
I think so.
Maybe if we really need it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we really, really need it, then it'll be like exposed to the world. But I think right now, which is kind of stupid, to not release all that technology out there.
Well, they don't want to show all their cards. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's true.
And this is just how the government's gonna work. Like, they're not gonna declassify any technology or stuff until they have something 20 times better than what they are.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it's crazy because I think now, like, we're moving into more of a for example, like, even 10 years ago, when you ask somebody your phone is tracking you, they'll be like, yeah, okay. Now you ask somebody their phone is tracking them, and if you ask 9 out of 10 people, they're gonna be like, yeah, I believe that. I believe somebody's keeping tabs on me.
Well, I don't think that you're gonna get tabs on you unless you're a person of interest. If that makes sense. Because right now we're just nobody.
But like even now, like, we're a person of interest to like Facebook and all that. You ever seen that where, like, for example, the other day I was texting my friend about something. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Right.
But I got an ad on Instagram on the thing that I was talking to her about on iMessage.
Oh yeah, that's a what's it called? It's just the algorithm. So it's listening to you and it's reading what you're texting, but that's just the AI. And then
But that's crazy because if it's that's
selective marketing or whatever.
But not only that is I feel like the technology, like the AI. I mean, everybody's been talking about AI. Like everybody's talking how, it's basically going to become Ultron and it's going to kill us all.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No, because we already know. You know what I mean? Like we're already like that's such a big thing. I don't think that we would let something like that happen unless somebody fucks up big time. Like,
yeah. I think I don't think like. I mean AI. You think it would gain like
a conscience?
Conscience.
Maybe later in life, like a couple hundred years, dude.
Yeah.
With conscience, once they figure out quantum physics like the way that it should be, you'll be able to transfer. Think of yourself as a computer now. You'll just be able to transfer your consciousness like from a fucking USB drive.
Can you imagine you could do that? Well, when I was listening to I think a Joe Rogan podcast, he was talking to Elon Musk about it, and he said that like there's 3 things that could happen. Like AI just fucks us up completely, like Terminator type of shit. B, we could integrate with it. So, for example, like your phone, you become as smart as your phone.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, think about it. Well, this is what Elon Musk said.
Like instantly upload information.
Yeah, I'm not this smart, but Elon Musk was saying that, like, your phone is basically an extension of who you are. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You become, like, you're so much smarter with your phone in your pocket. You could look anything up. You could look how to solve problems. It basically essentially an extension of you.
It's a tool.
So he was saying that what if that becomes like you biologically? You know what I mean?
So then you don't have to go through the process of looking things up.
So
it's
like
kind of
just think how much smarter the human race would become if, for example, there's like a chip or whatever. Or just anything that could go into like your biological self, and then
if everybody was Google, like everybody, innovation would fucking skyrocket.
But think about it, you got to plug into something. You know what I mean? Like all these phones plug into a server somewhere. Mm-hmm. So think about how like this is what I think. If that was like a reality, if that was like a thing that could happen in the future, I feel like the mind could be hacked so quickly. You know what I mean? Like there would be like hackers for the mind.
But at the same time, that's so hard. Sure, maybe hacking for the mind is in your knowledge may decrease, but I don't think that because we're biological. Unless we become like electronical, then sure, maybe. But the fact think of it this way. They may be able to hack into our what's it called? Like our knowledge and our server, but they're not gonna like stop our thinking. That's consciousness. That's something outside.
But what if they could? Because when the whole integration, what I think if it was to happen, it takes over kind of your whole thought process.
Unless we let okay, so let's say
unless there's like some type of unless there's some type of firewall built in.
Well, as long as we keep firewall or not, as long as we control the electrical side of us, we're in control. But once we let the electrical side of us
mix
control
with the biology.
Once we let that control us, then we can get hacked and then we go down because ultimately,
dude, are you high right now?
No, I'm not. No, think about it though. Think about it. So if we, like you're saying, if we merge, right?
Yeah.
With, let's just call it Google, okay, for instance, just with all that knowledge, right? And we have to plug into something. All right. Instead of us plugging into that, what if that were to kind of plug into us so it feeds us information, right? Now somebody can hack that to shut us down because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So
if we all eventually like if we all become our phones in a sense, right? Yeah. Where we could look anything up, we could just be that much smarter, right? How doesn't that stop a like hacker or something from going in and be like, oh, I have this software where I have all these people plugged into the server, because it's the people that are plugged into the server, right?
Yeah.
And then you just click on one, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna hack this fucker, make them, do whatever I want, or give me like their account number so I could steal their money and shit like that. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
I feel like that's a risk that the human being, like human race, if that was ever to happen.
But that's the same thing now with our phones. Somebody can hack your phone and get your information.
The same thing,
So it depends on how much information you want to put into your electrical cell.
Exactly. I mean, but now with the whole convenience is like number one thing. So for example, on my phone, I don't like for anything that I have a password for.
Yeah.
I literally just put it up to my face and it logs in. It clock,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think it's I don't know. I think technology's fucking us up right now.
I think that.
I think especially now more than ever. I think technology is dividing us more than bringing us together.
I think it's responsibility. I think people need to be more responsible with technology.
Yeah.
Because that's how things get out of hand.
Well, I think it's gotten out of hand now. Like everybody's a news source, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could go on Facebook and have 300 media sources telling me, oh, this is true, this is not, this is true, this is not. Especially now with the whole political
It's hard to, but at the same time, it's hard to find genuine information.
Oh, it really is.
See, what you could do, and I think the best way to educate yourself on current events is by looking at multiple news sources from both sides.
Yeah.
And figuring out which one you agree with more, or which sides from both sides do you agree with more. That's the best way to do it. That's how you get real news. If every news source is saying one thing.
That's the thing. But people in the United, especially now, and I feel like all over the world, not just the United States, they are relying on Facebook posts more than actual news. Because there's a huge...
It's convenient.
But not only that, there's a huge mistrust in the media now. Like news sources, like CNN, Fox, all those. People don't even... There's like a poll that shows that 65% of the population don't even believe what Fox or CNN are saying. So they go on Facebook where... Cousin Jimmy is posting, fucking
this is what happened and all that.
But that's the thing. Then they get that information and then they pass it on. So they're it goes a news source that's not credible. Then it gets passed to another news source, another person on Facebook. Then they repost that post, and it's like a vicious cycle. It just keeps going and going and going. Yeah. And I think that's where we're getting so divided.
It's going to be very difficult to get everybody on the right track. Let's just say that there was a big non-biased news source, it's News 123.
News 123, like Movies 123.
Yeah. Super non-biased, right? They don't care. They just tell you what it is. They're not trying to influence. See, if we take the influence out of news, things... I think would go back, but people are already so influenced. I mean, that's so difficult to go back to.
The biggest thing is a lot of these news sources are getting funded by lobbyists. You know what I mean?
Money talks. That's
exactly.
Really what it is.
So I mean, even politicians. I mean,
it's everything.
It's everything. So it's hard. I feel like it's hard for a news, unbiased news source to come out and be like, yeah, this is the truth, because I feel like we don't even know the truth at this point. There's too many sides pulling everybody in too many directions.
Just take it for face value. Understand the entire what's it called? Just do the research, understand the situation, look at both sides.
Yeah.
Figure it out for yourself. That's honestly the best way to look at it.
Yeah.
You got to take the influence out of news, but that's the hardest part.
It is. I don't know. I think, and it goes back to the whole technology thing. I think technology now in this time, has brought us together in terms of I could talk to my family members and stuff like that online. Yeah. but at the same time, I feel like it's fucking us up in a big way.
Shit rolls downhill.
You know what I mean?
No, it is. You're right.
And even like social media, where a lot of people now, especially in like quarantine, their whole lives have become Instagram posts and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like social life is kind of getting fucked in a way, I guess.
Yeah, everybody's
Who
on their
knows?
phone. Nobody's having genuine conversations. That's why a lot of kids now, since they're on their phones so much, like when they grow up, they don't have the same social skills as people that grew up without it, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's hard for people to be more outgoing in a sense because they're shielded by just the screen.
Well, and not only that, it creates a sense of insecurity. So like when you're out there in the real world and you need to have some type of social skill, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because you can't communicate.
It's hard because you've been communicating through a screen the whole time.
Yeah. You could go the other way. It could go like we all become like cyborgs and just fucking, like I said, integrate with it and then not even socialize. Like our whole lives could become just, I'm here, but I'm not.
That's boring.
It is.
That's boring.
Yeah.
I like socializing.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. Humans are very
social. We're human
beings.
We're social beings. That's the thing. But what if we could simulate it in a way where
in our own
I don't even have to leave my house.
It's kind of like that game Ready Player One.
But like it's not even that. I don't have to leave my house to experience that. So let's say I plug into something like The Matrix.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that sense where
gaming.
you feel like you're
gaming's gonna go that
but like
way.
you feel like you're out there. Like it's not like I'm putting a VR set and I'm like with little controls. Like I'm moving. Like I'm going out there. I'm like talking to people. Everybody plugs into like this system where they don't have to leave their house. You could
like a lucid dream. Almost.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like something like that. We get everything. We get our social life because you're experiencing reality in a different. You're experiencing reality through a machine in a way, right?
But then, that wouldn't make sense. So if you're just experiencing life through a machine, then what would your actual physical body be doing?
Just sitting down, doing nothing.
So for
example, like if technology gets that big, let's see, let's go to like a concert down in Madison Square or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. The garden.
They're like, all right, we'll just have to plug in. We'll plug in, and we're there. We don't even have to leave our house, but we're like. The reality is pretty much like reality itself. Yeah. You feel, you can touch, you can do everything, but it's like virtual. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I get what you're saying.
Like with this system, like pretty much like Matrix, where the system like hacks into your being, where you could touch, feel everything. You know what I mean? And then at the end, when you want to come home, you just unplug and then you're back home. You know what I mean?
So then you just exercise at your house, and eat at your house. Everybody.
Yeah. That's fucked. That's deep. I can't believe I went that deep.
Yeah, but oh man, that just doesn't. It seems interesting, but at the same time, it's kind of like.
I don't think humans will buy it, but I think I don't think so.
Because then, what would you just do all day? Like when you're not plugged in somewhere, and everybody's gonna be plugged in somewhere just because it's so easy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
people are gonna get lazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you could. Like go to work that way. It's not just I'm going to. First of all, we won't need cars, because you don't need to go. You know what I mean? Like your whole workspace. Let's see, like you go to like an office online, this virtual reality space where you could feel, touch, you can interact with other people.
Right.
It's like I said, it's like the Matrix. You feel everything, and then when you want to come home, you just unplug. Like you go on like your phone on this.
So are you making any like real progress then? Or is it just kind of
So like let's see
I'm looking at
hypothetically
it like a video game.
Let's see hypothetically this world is plugged into like internet, right? Because I feel like even now everything's going through the internet, right? So let's see you have what the fuck, dude? I have to be really high to be talking like this because this is let's see. Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
I don't give a shit, bro.
So let's see. I'm going like to my office, right?
Okay.
And instead of getting into my car, driving to the office, and doing work at my office, I basically wake up, I plug in. I don't have to leave my house. I just plug in. So, like, I'm going to the office, and everything translates to the internet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like, all your cells, all your, like, transactions, everything.
Quantum physics.
Goes straight to, like, a server somewhere. Yeah. And everything's, like, recorded through the server. You know what I mean? Okay. Transactions, everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're experiencing, I guess, real life. So you're
just transferring consciousness.
Pretty much. That's what
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen the movie, or not the movie, the TV show? It's called Altered Carbon on Netflix. Watch that first season. Second season was that. First season, spectacular. Everything that you just talked about right now is all somewhat intertwined with that show.
Damn.
And
I could have made a show out of this.
It's already been done. In a sense. Fuck. But no, you could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we're not gonna head that way, but
I think that we are gonna be able to transfer consciousness. But it's not gonna be like you plug into a server. It's gonna be more like you're just like teleporting. That's the way I see it. So you're gonna teleport like, oh shit, if I want to go. That's how teleportation is gonna work, in what I think. So once we figure out a way to upload consciousness to a server or a drive or whatever, we'll just be able, like, if let's say later on in life we have a big colony on Mars. Now you want to go to Mars? Yeah. Just transfer your consciousness to another body. Just like that.
Yeah, so you don't have to. That's smart.
So you're not really dying now.
You're not dying because everything. But the thing is, it's so tricky because.
That's so fucking hard and weird.
Well, not only that, your biology makes you who you are. So, like, your brain and your DNA makes you. You know what I mean? Coming from, like, I guess, like, a medical health care, I'd say,
your
standpoint. Like, to do that, it has to be, biologically wise, the same body, in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, your brain needs to be the same. Your genes, yeah, man.
Why? Think of it like a computer program.
Well, because unless you could, for example, hypothetically speaking, let's say you have like a host body in Mars, right? You have a body waiting for you in Mars. You buy with Bitcoin or whatever, and you have that body. It has to be like a body where nothing is registered on it, no DNA.
Right.
No anything. But the thing is, your DNA is what builds you. It makes you. It makes, like, your organs. It builds your brain. It builds everything. So what I'm thinking is, this is what I'm thinking. If you could, let's say, buy a body, like a synthetically made body or whatever, in Mars, right? And you could erase its DNA, right? Mm-hmm. So have it, like, build, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
So have it built and then have no DNA in it. And then transfer yourself, your conscious, and your DNA to that body. I feel like that would make...
So it would just look like you again.
No. It would just... See, that's tricky. I don't know now. I'm getting confused. I'm confusing my own self. But
nah, man. Think of it like a computer. Think of it... This is when you get your brand new computer that you're getting. Brand new. There's nothing on it. No software, no nothing. Yeah. Think of the software as your consciousness.
Well, yeah, like an iPhone backup. Yeah. But the thing is, if you look at an iPhone backup, the iPhone's still an iPhone. Yeah. You need to have the same parts.
The iPhone is just the body.
But that's what I mean.
So you have your organs. It's synthetic. Everything's already made.
Okay.
So you have.
But the thing is, to make a body.
It's like cloning.
It is so hard.
Think of it like cloning, but then just uploading consciousness into.
But what I'm saying is, the only way, and this is what I know, the only way you can make a human body, right, is through DNA and chromosomes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what if with stem cells they could take all the chromosomes of you and just make a body, or your DNA? So wait, hold on. We're onto something. Hold on. What if? What if? Let's see now. Like, let's see. I want to go to Mars in 100 years or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And dude, scientists are gonna start paying me for this shit.
No, are they? Let's hear, man.
So what if you go to the Mars exploration, whatever?
Whatever it is, yeah.
They take your DNA, so they take like a sample from like your mouth or whatever,
your
where there is more DNA concentration or whatever, which is everywhere in your body. They break it down to like it's each strand of DNA, right?
Okay.
Then they build a body on that DNA.
It's kind of similar to cloning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But they leave the mind out, the mind section out, what makes you, because then you'll just be making another person you'd just be the same person, but they would have their own conscious.
That's hard to figure out.
But that's what I'm saying.
To like erase some memory in that.
But you know what I mean? So they only make it to the point where
they don't have the mind anyways. They just erase
everything, because if they're actually cloning, they'll just be making another you, but without the experiences, because they were born after you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm 20 years old, I'm building another person with my own DNA somewhere else. It's gonna be me, right? It's gonna be literally me, but they're gonna have different experiences and shit like that. So they're gonna have a different mindset than me. But what if you could erase the whole mind and just have it like a zombie stored? It's kind of fucked up.
But no.
Stored in like Mars, and then boom, once you want to go to Mars, you download your conscious into like a hard drive, whatever. Mm-hmm. Your body here dies, but then you just on your clone.
That's how you live forever.
That's how they That's how you live forever. Exactly.
But now now if we're gonna get like, not necessarily, this is what I'm gonna say. If that's like the case and that's what starts happening with everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna need money to really survive like that, because in that show, Altered Carbon,
well, yeah,
it's the same thing that you're telling me now. Like what you're telling me now, the same things are happening there. And what they do is this guy who's like a very rich man in the show, he purchases a satellite and he uploads his consciousness as a backup to his satellite. So if his normal body were ever to die, and there is no way to transfer consciousness, it's already uploaded every 2 hours. So then all he has to do is
I think it's possible.
100%.
Like
they're already doing research on it.
Well, think about it. Like, who, like 100 years ago, who would have thought that would have basically the whole world in the tip of our fingers, all the information in the world on the tip of our fingers, like on our phones? Nobody would have been like, people probably weren't even thinking about that. Yeah. Like, think about the stuff that we don't even know about that we could do in the future, beyond like teleportation and all that shit. You know what I mean?
It's innovation.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We just innovate. It's coming from what we have now and just stemming out and finding new ways to make something better.
Yeah.
Like, look at computers back in the 90s and 80s when computers were coming out. They were like huge, bulky, slow. Like, to download something, it would take you forever. Now, like, to download a program, it takes us 30 seconds right off the thing. So that's what I'm saying, though, is like, we're able to progress our technology way faster, and it's only going to get quicker and quicker.
That's scary shit.
Hey, man. Humans love to innovate. We love to make things better. Competitors, man.
Yeah. Or we could get wiped out by aliens who come and just fuck us up.
Hey, man, if aliens are pulling up here, their technology is way greater.
I mean, obviously.
What if they're fucking reconning the Earth, getting ready to fucking, like, Pathfinders in the
How long? How long have been fucking reconning?
However long they need to actually get all the way over here and send all their armies.
What if whatever is happening right now is being done by the aliens?
Oh.
What if, like,
they're trying to fuck us up?
Yeah.
Or what if they know something that this is the only way, like what's happening now is the only way that we can get better? Like, we have to go through the mud to find the nice prairie and mountains to live on.
Nah, I don't believe that.
What if it's that?
What, do you think they're guiding us?
They could be guiding us. Or what if, like, once really shit starts to hit the fan, like, let's say the whole world is beefing with everybody, right? The whole world's beefing with each other. World War III, shit's going down, nukes and all that, and then they come down and go, like I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast with Malone.
Shout out to Joe Rogan if you're
Again.
watching this.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You know,
But he
sponsor
said
me.
this too. Him and I think it was the Post Malone. They're like the recent one. When they come down and then they're like, "Yo, whoa, chill out! What are you all doing? Like, you guys shouldn't be doing all that." It makes sense though. Like, what if they are doing that?
Well, I think if there's like an alien species like watching us right now, they're probably like, these guys are so fucking stupid.
Let's get the fuck out
No,
of here.
no, but not only that, they're probably like, we've been through this too, so we understand.
Yeah.
But
In
fuck
their
you guys.
history, however long ago
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
I don't know.
Damn.
Maybe aliens are not like that. Maybe
Maybe they're like nice creatures,
exactly.
right?
They
'Cause
just care about each other.
We're expansionists.
Oh yeah,
we're fucking
human
assholes.
nature is selfish, like naturally. Naturally, we're naturally selfish.
Yeah, we're
It's not.
dickheads.
It's not even like I'm trying to be selfish. It's we're naturally selfish.
Yeah.
From birth, we always depend on other people, or would try to get something out of others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So maybe the aliens aren't like that, and they're actually like
They put others first.
Yeah.
That's their way of living. That's the way they could
that's
survive.
the way they progressed is they helped each other
Exactly.
instead of just trying to help
But
themselves.
instead of having that me mentality of naturally selfish,
it's like cells in a body.
like the baby alien is born, right?
Yeah.
And instead of getting milk from the mom, the kid just goes out and starts working. starts.
So should we start making our kids work like from once they're six?
That's where I'm going.
No, yeah. It's kind of like cells in a body, you know? Like the cells in your body are always trying to keep the body alive.
Yeah.
So think
because
of
that's how
as
they stay alive.
But now think of the human race as one big body, and we're the cells of the
Yeah.
human race.
Well, Well,
You know, work together to.
well, that's biology. Biology is it's
well, it's an
selfish.
example, yeah.
It's selfish. If you look down like to its most basic level,
Mhm.
like biology is it's a selfish nature, right? In terms of to survive, I need to survive of another thing,
Yeah.
right? Because there's no like even if you look at the smallest like microorganisms out there, they live off of other microorganisms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
I mean, I'm not sure 100% if there's like microorganisms out there that just live on like they just live
Mhm.
where there is no like they're not eating or anything. I mean, well, in terms of like nutrition and shit like that, I don't know, Mike. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that, but even cells, like cells, we need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to, do all these things, drink to keep the cells alive, because that's what the cells need. It's not, I'm a human, it's to survive, right?
Yeah.
So like biology to its most basic form, like a cell, for example, a single cell, it needs nutrition because cells do eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, obviously.
So like, I feel like biology is it's a selfish nature in a way. That's why we're human beings in general, and even other species.
Other animals.
Yeah, their nature is selfish because we're all trying to survive.
Yeah, but like look at like animals, for instance, as in like lions. Like look at different species that work together, like ant colonies. They work together to keep the hill rolling.
Well, it's the same thing as human beings. We,
I feel
like us. I feel like at least us. We as a human race, we do things to survive, right?
Mhm.
Basic survival. I think where the separation comes is we're so complex, each one of us. You know what I mean? Each person's so complex that's where the division comes, right? That's where the like chaos and fighting and shit like that comes.
Psychology.
Exactly. That's the psychology. I think that's where we separate each person.
Mhm.
But like even in like wildlife, you have a group of lions and then another group of lions, and they fuck each other up.
Yeah, but it's more of like on a smaller scale. Like obviously it's not like the species, but like their pack like works together
Yeah.
to keep their pack successful and living, you know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Until
So
you
it's like-
find a species that no matter where you're from work together no matter what.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate form of unification.
Well, yeah, I think that's, like the whole evolution. I think the final form of human beings is going to be that. Well, I don't think it's going to be that now, but that's what the intent was. You know what I mean?
Unified
A full
species.
unified species. I don't think it's that now.
No, not at all.
No, I think we're heading the opposite way.
At the moment. But, I mean, this could just be something that needs to happen to push to that direction. You know, sometimes not everything's going to be straight up. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we're going to drop down. So we drop down to what I'm trying to say is like we have to, like I said before, we have to go through the mud to like, you know, live in a nice.
Yeah, but think about it. How long we've been going through the fucking mud. There's always an issue.
Yeah,
and
but we're so new. We're so new.
That's true.
We're not that old. You know?
Yeah.
Like things are progressing quickly, but like if you look at alien life forms, right? If they are fully unified as a species,
Yeah.
and they're not like, you know, primitive like we would be, to them.
Yeah.
Who knows how long they've been working to get to that point? It could be
That's true.
way longer than humans have been.
What if we're the only ones in the whole universe, the only advanced society?
The only advanced one?
And we're fucked. Well, we're not fucked.
We're not fucked. Then I guess we're paving the way for,
Yeah.
you know, we're making history.
See, that's what's scary, because
universal history.
Because the universe is so fucking huge.
Yeah,
You know,
nothing.
and then it's us, and like when you think about it,
We're a grain of salt compared to the entire world.
Yeah, but it's like where could other life come from? Because we could look so out there. We could look so far into space. We really can.
Yeah, the observational.
Yeah.
universe, yeah.
So I think part of me wants to believe that there is other species or whatever out there. But then when you look at the facts, it's almost like we are the only ones. Because I feel like by now, if we could look at the universe, if we could look at all of space, right?
If we could look at it in real time.
Well, yeah.
Because we can't look at the universe in
real time, yeah.
When we look up, everything's a couple billion years in the past.
Yeah. Because
So
light only, yep.
So who
That's
knows,
scary.
bro?
That's
You're
scary.
really just looking into the
But then
past.
it just makes it that much harder to try to connect with other life forms out there, because again, then it could also mean that God or whatever created this wants us to be so separated from each other. Like there's other earths or whatever out there, right? But it's so big. So for example, God put us, and then he put like another world in like fucking God knows. Only God knows. God knows. Good one. God knows, like somewhere else, like fucking. Like let's see, like this is Earth, right here, right?
Little crack, okay.
Little crack, and like the other world that is alive is like somewhere on my ceiling. It's hard to connect over there.
Yeah, and it's like however many million light years away.
Exactly.
And that's however many million years in the past.
Exactly.
Like the North Star? No, but theoretically, the North Star could have exploded by now, and like we're just
space and time.
Yeah, we're just looking at it
right now.
Billions of years later. Yeah.
And then who knows, like a couple thousand or million years later, we're like, oh shit, the North Star blew up, but it actually blew up a while back.
Yeah, blew up in 2020.
We're just getting the light of it right now. That's what's scary, man. Like that's. I mean,
unless we go there.
Is there anything faster than the speed of light?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they've discovered it. I feel like there is, but I feel like we haven't. Like, there's got to be some type of force that's faster than the speed of light.
We can't even get up to the speed of light yet. And in order to,
I don't think humans would ever
consciousness.
Well,
Consciousness is energy.
Yeah.
That's how we would teleport. See, in order to go that fast, you have to become energy.
Yeah. So maybe, well.
Come on, your body ain't gonna move there, but.
Well, yeah, but what if your consciousness? But what if we are that? What if, like, when we die? Well, I don't know. Well, I'm not trying to get into that deep of a conversation.
Well, they say that.
But what if we die? We just become part of that fucking energy, whatever.
Yeah.
But what if we die? Nothing happens.
Your body makes energy, right? And energy, you can't destroy energy. Energy goes somewhere. So when you die, your energy goes somewhere. That's why they say, like,
when you die, you go somewhere.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. Like, I want to believe that, but I don't. Because you don't remember. You don't know anything before you were born. Do you?
No.
Exactly. Nobody knows.
It's weird, though, right? It's weird that, like when you think about your parents' life when they were kids, like, going through similar experiences,
but you weren't there.
But you weren't there.
The thing is, I feel like a lot of people, like, this is what I think. This is my own theory on death. I think when you die, nothing happens. It's almost like before when you're alive, when you were alive. Fuck, I'm having a stroke right now. But when you weren't even alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had no recollection of time, space. You had nothing. There was nothing to keep you conscious, right?
Yeah.
Right? You don't know. You were nothing. You were literally nothing.
Yeah.
So how come when we die, we become something afterwards?
Because there was no energy for us to release because we weren't a being. Like, we make energy. That energy has to go somewhere. Right? So
So you're saying when you were born, that energy was created.
Yeah.
And then after we die, that energy doesn't die with us.
That energy doesn't die, no.
But where is the source of energy coming from? Nobody.
I don't know.
No, but not even scientists. Well, I don't know.
We would have to research. Don't quote or fact check us here. We have to see.
We're gonna open our own labs and start researching. Yeah. But I haven't seen an article saying, or
where energy comes from.
Well, I feel like energy's created like you said when you are being made, right?
Yeah.
But when we die, like, it's almost like, have you ever been knocked out?
Knocked out?
Yeah.
I've never physically got punched
okay. So you've been under anesthesia, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Have you died? Did you die while you were under?
Did I die?
No.
Nah, that didn't.
Okay. But, but, like, for example, when... I thought you told me that you died. For some reason...
I didn't tell you I died.
Well, you told me...
My shit was just like I took...
You told me that you had, like...
Pills. Like, think... So, no.
Wait, no, I thought... With your medical emergency that happened to you.
Yeah, no. All that was happened when I was under anesthesia was it just felt like I drank a whole bottle of wine and it instantly hit me.
Yeah, but then the next thing, but it was like, boom, you're out, and then the next thing you remember is you waking up, right?
Yeah.
It felt like a second to you.
Oh, it only felt like a second.
Exactly.
It was weird. The movie
exactly.
So right.
But think about this. Now think about it. God, we're an hour into this. Think about it. So, when you were knocked out, for you it felt like a second, but in real space and time, it was probably hours. When they were doing.
It was like 8 or 9 hours.
Exactly, but for you it was a second.
Time is relative.
Because when you were knocked out, you were unconscious. You had no recollection of time or space or anything like that.
But you didn't die. You're still creating that energy.
But what if that happens when you die too? So, like, when you die, because when we die, we lose consciousness. That's the first thing that goes.
Yeah, but you can't. Okay, but then your whole body dies. You're not creating that energy anymore. So
that's true. But when you get knocked out and you're unconscious, that's the first thing people like. When you die, you lose consciousness. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You just lose consciousness, right?
Yeah.
Like I've witnessed, because I'm a nurse. I've witnessed a lot of people go through like the stages of death, right?
Yeah.
They lose consciousness at one point, and then boom, they're gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if that happens when you die? So, for example, let's see hypothetically we're this energy.
Okay, sure.
Hypothetically speaking, we're this energy, right? And when we die, it's almost as if when you get put under anesthesia, right?
Okay.
You have no collection of time, space, nothing. So for you, it might feel like a second. Let's see hypothetically there's another life.
Mm.
You have another life somewhere. Like when you die, you come back as something or someone or whatever.
Like reincarnation.
I guess. For you, it might feel like a second between the time you die to the time that you're reborn or whatever, right?
Okay.
But in reality, let's see in space and time, in actual reality in space, it's been like years.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. When you die, nothing happens. There's no like, oh, my soul is leaving the body and I could still see what's going on around me. You know what I mean?
But what if it's more of like, let's just say, like factually, hypothetically, there is like a heaven, so to say, right? What if it just takes, because when you just go to sleep and then you just wake up and then boom, you wake up in heaven, but you really actually got to heaven thousands of years later because it took that long for your soul to actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like when you die, right? It's not like, and they do have like scientific backup over this when people die. When they have like these heavenly, like near death experiences, when your body releases ketamine into the brain, and then it causes you to have this like euphoria of emotions or whatever. That's why people say that, oh yeah, they witnessed their life go by and death was actually like a beautiful thing for them. Blah 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 blah. We could get really deep into this.
They say that comes from DMT.
But what if? Well, yeah, it's ketamine too. What if? Right? Nah, we could get really deep into this. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. We need to start drinking.
No shit.
So, what if when you die, right?
Okay.
Your body releases ketamine or whatever to give you this like insane fucking high, where you're like in heaven.
So to say, yeah.
But for you, right? It feels like you're in heaven for eternity, but that's just your body dying. Do you know what I mean? But you're conscious, you're in heaven for eternity. So for you, it feels like you're in heaven forever. But in reality, like, let's see, like a second counts, it transform into, if we're talking about space, because time, I mean, time is relative, right? Yeah. So let's see, you're dying, right?
Okay.
And your brain releases ketamine. The connection between that, I would say, like, let's see, there's a connection between time, right?
Right.
Like a second on Earth while you're dying is like 1,000 years in the fucking high that you're in right now, that you're in while you're dying.
Yo, that's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? Dude, what the fuck? Right?
So that's why sense.
That's why there's so many people saying like, oh yeah, there is heaven.
But in reality, it's just their
But there's a lot of people saying that there is hell too. I was doing some research, and they said that while you're dying, it could go both ways.
So
like that high, it's almost like when you're high on LSD, you could have like a sick trip, like where you're having like the best time of your life, or you could have like a really bad trip.
So if that is the case, so then does it really matter what you do on Earth?
We don't know.
Does it really? Does being a good person benefit you that much?
We don't know.
Maybe it does. Because maybe if you feel like
you've done good shit on Earth, you get that really nice high when you're dying. Yeah.
So maybe it does. Maybe it does. Unless you're able to control your mood. It's how you. If you feel. I think that when you die, because everybody's gonna die. If you go out feeling accomplished with no regrets, and feeling that you made your life count, I think that's. If that is the case, that's where you get that. Whoa, bro.
Dude, we're on some shit.
Whoa, bro.
But that, you know what I mean?
Shit.
But like, for example, now here's another level of it. People who just die, like let's
Mhm.
say in car accidents,
Yeah.
where they're not going, because death is a process. Death is really a process. When you
When
start,
it's just an instant thing.
well, yeah, when you start dying, like let's see, or somebody just dies of like a massive heart attack, like right there and then, right?
Mhm.
So death is a process where if you go through the steps of dying, that ketamine high happens. That really does happen, right? But what if, like, for example, and this is a really gruesome example, what if your like head just gets fucking chopped off,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Where you don't have that. It happens so quick, where you don't have that. I would say that instinct, like that your body doesn't just produce that ketamine. You're just dead,
I heard that the brain produces it though.
no matter what.
I heard that it's produced in the lungs, the liver, the brain, but we have an enzyme that shuts it down. And there's not enough of it. That's why people smoke it, because it overloads the enzyme, so then it actually reaches your brain. So,
But what I'm saying is,
yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
like when you die so fast, right? Because that happens. People die really quick. Some people died really fast.
Is
On
the
like
process of releasing
the process of releasing
quick
that ketamine, or is it just like I said before? When you get knocked out, you just done. You're not perceiving anything. You know what I mean? You're not, and the only way, when a lot of people say, "Oh well, we're so afraid of dying," because like the people think there's an afterlife, but you're not perceiving anything. It's nothing. Like it's
You
hard.
don't have
It's hard.
feeling.
It's exactly. It's hard to explain it.
pill to swallow.
The only way to perceive everything again is when you come back consciously to reality.
Yeah, because when you go to sleep, like whatever, like it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But then, like when you wake up, then it's like, oh, okay, like,
You're back.
you're back. Yeah.
But then the whole thing is
Wow.
when you said when you got knocked out, like when you went to like when you got put under anesthesia, if for you it felt like a second, but then you said the energy's still being built, so you still kind of But what if that happens when you die?
So there's so many ways you can.
So many ways you could think
like
about
you can go
it.
through
So
the energy theory
yeah.
or your ketamine theory.
Yeah, or just
Bro,
nothing until
there's
you
nothing.
until your energy or whatever energy it is finds another host of life, and then the whole reincarnation thing.
Wow, that is that's deep. So in theory, it's try not to get killed quick.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Well, in
ultimately,
theory,
that's the
we don't
lesson
know.
learned.
We don't know. We don't know until we go through it.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, you don't know, but I mean, you can try to make all three work for you. You know what I mean? Like you can set yourself up so no matter which case it is, you hit every nail on the head. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know.
Try not to
be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Moral of the story: just don't be a dick. This has been the Dude's Tavern. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, MySpace.
Shit, man.
YouTube. Yeah, this was good. This was fun.
More interesting videos like this. Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that. Oh shit, my microphone. My pen.